a nice ride to the shops of Avalon for the first time. It was over 6 miles. We found 2 picnic tables on the way, a ballpark with bathrooms that are available for everybody. It even had a sign out in front of the trail that said there, this way, bathrooms. And I was like, really? Cool, let's go check them out. And they were cool bathrooms, nice and clean. I like that. From my house to heading south to Avalon, they were nice bathrooms. Heading north, the bathrooms they have on the trail that are kind of buried back there for people to park, and they were a little gritty. You get in and out quick. You lock your bike, you get in and out quick. I got a combination chain lock. I got a flippy lock. It's got a key. See down there? There you go. It's got a little key. But I've got a little chain lock too, combination. And it's longer, which means you can wrap around poles or small trees. And it's quick. You just go into 7-Eleven or you go into the bathrooms, you lock it real quick to the bar of the bike so the frame doesn't get stolen. You don't worry too much about the tires, you just make it a quick bathroom run. But this is really cool. I usually like stopping like at Starbucks, Dunkin', McDonald's, some place you can stop and sit. And I'm gonna run around here and see, maybe they've got a 7-Eleven over here. And that's nice. I can get a candy bar, although I do have protein bars that are better for you. And Publix sometimes has neat stuff inside. I'm just gonna check it out. That's what you do. You get on your bike, you check the world out. Head north, head south, head on your trails. And just take a night. It is Florida, so it's nice and relaxed. There are only minor little hills. It's not a big deal. Even for someone 64 years old, it's no big deal. Just build up slow. Start with walking around the block. That tires you out, Well, if your doctor says it's okay, go for another walk around the block the next day. I started out at just after 7 in the morning. Now it's 8:18. I've been on the road about 45 minutes, technically. But it's still cool. I know by 9 o'clock it's going to be a little warm heading back, and I've got a medium color shirt on, which will absorb a little light. Little hint, science hint. White colors reflect light, dark colors absorb light. So you get hotter in a dark shirt. That's why so many people in Florida have white cars or silver or gold or something. But usually you see a lot of white cars and they charge more for it. So, and we have white cars. I mean, we made a point. Our wife test drove a Navy car. That was the model she wanted, but it wasn't white. But she wanted to test drive it. And she got out and it was hot. It was really hot. And we had the air blowing. And she got out of that car going, well, I like it, but my back is sweaty. She never got cooled off. I said, you're in a dark car. Come on. You got to get a light colored car. So they checked around and found a white one and had to get it from another dealer. So we just waited till it came in and checked that one out when it came in, and she liked it, and that was the end of that. But she got to test drive pretty much the same car in dark, and that's the secret. So when you're biking, just look at the weather. I mean, if it's not going to be a nice weather until 12 and it's a weekend for you or day off, wait till 12. This morning I got up, it was just chill, a little chill in the air. I mean, I didn't need a fleece jacket or anything or a windbreaker, but you could feel it. You could tell, it's like a little cool. And I said, that's good, because soon, 30 minutes, it's going to be nice, and that's it. And right now I feel nice. I can feel a little heat, but it's nice. So I'm gonna go check out the Publix and walk around and see what they got and lock up good. Maybe go to the 7-Eleven and check it out for the next trip. So I know what's going on and I know where to stop around here, because this is pretty much it. Unless I keep trucking along. And I had to get on the interstate. There's a little painted sideline, that you can ride on that little place off to the side. They have the paint, gives you a couple feet. Yeah, I had to do that for a brief amount of time to get over here. Just a brief amount of time from the interstate over. So you can see the bridge. Yeah. So it wasn't that bad. I kept an eye on everybody in my mirror. They were behaving. So I know next time I'll just stay over and do my little ride. And on the way back, I'll ride facing traffic. I'll stay in that far lane because my trail is just right to the left. Now I can keep an eye on them. That's what I used to do as a kid. When I was growing up, it was like a 2-lane street and ditches on each side. I mean, there was no room to go off to the side much. I mean, you could go off a little bit like that and you're on the grass. But no, that's not how the world worked. And I used to ride down to the 7-Eleven as a kid. And even as a kid, I had a little drink thing right there so I could hold my drink and put my drink in it. And when I got this bike, I made sure, even though I've got my water bottle holder, and yeah, I got my nice healthy water bottle, and I'll take a sip of that every once in a while. But I like having my little drink where I just go grab it, give it a little shot, and keep going. I don't have to reach for the water bottle. And I can put anything in it, but this technically has iced coffee in it right now. When I was a kid, it was sweet tea. Everything was sweet. Get older, you have to just cut back on sugar and salt, so it would be unsweet tea. But the ice would be nice, you know what I mean? Anything with ice in it. No Cokes, no Pepsis, no Mountain Dews, you know, stuff like that. You get told that's a no-no too. So if it tastes good, it's probably not good for you, which is why I'll probably go to a candy bar at 7-Eleven. Yeah, or heat another piece of protein bar and break it off. I get it in Ziploc baggies in my little bag up front. It's got a stash of a couple napkins, Band-Aids, needed that. Got this little guy from a bush, caught me. I wasn't looking, I rode too close to it and he caught my arm. I was like, whoa, Band-Aid. So, but it's fun. Get out and ride, get some exercise, start walking, just walk around the block, see if you can do it. And then do another couple of weeks later, do another block, do a cul-de-sac. Just get out a little further. And one of the things when you get older, they say is balance. Is, you know, you can't, the old man test is to put your shoes on with one foot in the air, trying to do it without hanging on to anything, see if you can get your balance. A lot of it is building up your leg strength again. I find my balance is great, a lot better now, because my leg strength's built up from riding the bike. So start out walking, just casually walking. And when the weather's nice, don't believe the weather when they say it's 80, 90% humidity. If you get up in the morning, it's still cooling down. I don't care what they say. It's cool and damp. That's when you get up and go. You don't believe it. You get out yourself and try that. Go around the block. If you have a garage or someplace, you can take your shirt off and just hang it up, let it dry. And then you can throw it in the dirty hamper when it's dried off. That's what I did. So get out and ride, explore, try different routes. Don't be afraid to try different routes. Definitely, because if there was another back street, which there probably is, I could have cut through somewhere, you would think. But off that trail, probably not, with fences and woods. But always look at your maps and study and look for other ways around, shortcuts. I mean, you know, if your main street going to work or the store or the exercise or seeing a friend is kind of, you know, looks like this, with traffic everywhere and no real room to ride safely, look for the next street over. Next street over might be a little country road. Of course, you'd still want a little sideways, even on the country road, but you'd have fewer cars to keep an eye out for. So go over one or two roads. Look for a lake nearby you could drive by. Ride by a nice lake, scenic lake, even if it's 3 or 4 roads down. That'd make all the difference in the world. You'd love it. You wouldn't care if you got there in 10 minutes or 30 minutes. Wouldn't matter. You're just out for a leisurely ride. Get some exercise, looking at the sights, looking at nature, enjoying things. Listen to podcasts, listen to audiobook. With bone conducting headphones, at least you can hear the traffic. It helps out with that. Listen to music. If you have earbuds, the idea is to put one in the right ear and listen. That way you can hear the traffic there. And then you can switch them if you get tired of one ear. If you're on a trail, you can switch it if you want, but it's good to stay in your lane. Don't be floating around back and forth because somebody might come up behind you on a scooter or a motorized scooter or something. I've had that happen. They just flew by me. I heard it for the last second And then boom, there was no on your left, there was no nothing. Just boom. So get out and ride. I did 6 miles, shoot. That's good for me. Have a good day.